So this is a hard question and does require a little bit of a trial and error, and you do have to kind of use the answer choices here. So we're told that this is the positive square root, and so we just have to make sure that this is going to be a positive number. That's one constraint. And so the way we can figure out this relationship is we can square both sides, and then I'll just square this algebraically. A square plus b square n plus 2ab root n. So we can equate the radical part, this piece, so 2ab, and remember our constraint is that a and b are integers, so we're just looking for those values. So if we look at this, we can see ab, the product is -6 and n is 5. That's one condition. And again, we have lots of possibilities here. AB could be 1 and -6, -1, 6, 6 minus 1, so on and so forth. And then you also have 2 and 3, -3 and 2. So you have a lot of these options. Now, we also know that this piece, a square plus b square n, is equal to 29. So n is 5. So we'll try some numbers here. Clearly, it can't be any of the 6's here, because if we do 6 square here, that's going to be 36, and that will exceed 29. So we're only looking at the 2, 3, -3, 2, and then -2, 3, and 3, -2. This really just these pairs. So if we try 2 and 3, so that would be 4 plus 9. So you'll see that will exceed 29. So we know it can't be these. So it's down to -3, 2 or 3 minus 2. So if we do that, a is -3. This would be 9 plus 5, 2 squared. So that does work. And so we have these two cases, -3, 2 and 3 minus 2. Now in these cases, if we go back to what that number will be, we have two cases. Now notice that our constraint is that we're looking only at the positive square root. So root 5 is about 2.2, so that one is positive, but this one is negative. So we strike that one out. So our possibilities are a, b, -3, 2, and then n is 5. Now in this case, you'll see this adds up to 4. So that's a possibility. But note that the question says maximum possible value. And I think that's what makes this question tricky. And I'm always suspicious when the answer is A. You want to see, can we go higher values? Now, when we made this, when we equated this part here, the AB root n is -6 root 5. Note, I can still make n natural number by pulling in that 2 here. So I could do this form and then rewrite this as square root of 20. So that's also a possibility. In this case, n would be 20, and AB is -3. Again, our choices are -1, 3, -3, 1. Now, if we check this, -1, 3 will not work, because would be b squared would be 9 times n, which is 20. That's clearly not equal to 29. But if you look at the other one, -3 squared, which is 9, that does give you 29. And so this is our other possibility. And remember, our goal is to maximize. So we're trying to see, can I get higher values for a, b, and n? So n is 20, a is -3, b is 1. And if you add these up, these add up to 18. So I can go higher. Let me just see. Actually, there's one more case possible, which is 3 and -1. Yeah, so I didn't consider all of them. So 3 -1 and 1 and -3, which is not going to work. So 3 and -1 also satisfies if a, b, and n, 3, -1, and 20. And you'll see that in this case, they add up to 22, which is also there. But then if we go back to our original numbers here, meaning this positive square root, sorry, this piece, in this case where we add up to 18, this will be minus 3 plus root 20. And in this case, it's going to be 3 minus root 20. Now, root 20 is more than 4 point something, 4.4. So this would be a negative number, and that's why we can rule this one out, and this is not the answer. The only answer is that one, because that gives you a positive square root. And here the sum is 18. So the answer is 18, which is C. So just in summary, I think this question, what makes it hard is you have all these choices, options, and there's no clear way of directly getting to the answer, meaning you have to do a little bit of trial and error and explore all the values. And that's what makes it time consuming. And that's why maybe a lot of students will miss this choice out because of all these options. So that's my comment on it.